There, that should be... Ah! Why is my camera on? Of course, a little bit of scuff to start off the stream, you know, as a treat. But hello. Let me know if volumes are okay and all that. But hello, chat. The hot dog one is extra cute. That was a birthday doodle that I got. Let me adjust this a little bit. Hello. How are you guys on this fine international holiday, which is Miku's birthday? So I decided today I was gonna doodle something, and I had something in mind to doodle, but I thought, it's Miku's birthday, I might as well draw Miku, our Lord and Savior, the inventor of Minecraft. And listen to music, which the music shouldn't show up on the VOD. I tested it many times. There's still be music in the VOD, but just not Miku music. Hello, Booper Duper. Thank you for coming by and lurking. It's really appreciated. Enjoy racking up your points. And also, don't forget to pay your lurking fee. You need to pay off the lurking fee first. You can add it up to your debts, you know, you can put on your tab. But yes, we're just gonna vibe here a little bit. Cause I am still eating. Cause I did sit here for like 20 minutes and now my food's cold because I was busy setting up my stream. Just various stuff last minute I forgot. I'm a busy boy. I've been working hard. But we're just gonna vibe here for a little bit. If anyone's in chat wanna let me know how you are. Tell me your favorite Miku song. I need my bowl asset, so you guys know I'm eating. Bowl. Ah. There. I should be able to close. Yeah, I should be able to close that. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be drawing today. It might just be a series of doodles until I don't feel like drawing Miku anymore, but when do I not feel like drawing Miku? She is like my default muse. It's also a busy day, so it'll be probably a bit quieter today. Ah! Calyx, I'm eating here. You can't throw me you can't throw oatmeal at me like that. Filling the bowl up. You missed. I'll try to catch it in my mouth next time. Is the music volume okay? I might have to like adjust the volume because I don't know if the songs are balanced, or we might change the music later on. Hi, Zoliosaurus! Let's go! Hi. How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm just finishing up eating right now, but today is my break day from working on stuff. It's Miku's birthday. That means it's an international holiday. That means I can take a rest today. I thought, what a better way than to draw art of Miku. Also, actually, let me head over to the drawing screen, because then I can just paste in images, right? Doodling. There we go. There. Let's see. Let me rearrange my screens a bit. I need to have a better setup next time. Ooh, okay. There we are. Copy image. Edit. Paste from clipboard. This is the 15th anniversary of Hatsune Miku. Since her initial debut. That means today's her birthday, and this is the 15th anniversary Miku figure, Nendroid. They have a full-size figure, which I guess I accidentally closed. Hold on. 15th anniversary Miku. The BGM's quiet. Oh, okay, I see. I can make it louder. Also, this song is a bit on the quieter side than the previous song. Sure, that won't be transparent background, but this is the 15th anniversary. Look how cute she is! She's on like a little dessert plate, with a little macaron and this cute dress, and they made a full-size figure too, which is a lot of money. Couple hundreds, but anything for Miku, right? Arrest day for crimes! I love anything they do with Miku's design. Can I actually find, Cleo got me a birthday gift a while back, and it finally arrived. But it was a Miku desk topper. But I don't... I have the box next to me. She's sitting on my desk. Let's see. Miku noodle stopper. Let's see if I can find an image of the one I have. Because there's like a cute villain one. That I also really like, but... Oh, copy image. I have the figure for this design right now, and she's so cute. Anything they do with her design, I feel like, is so flexible. There's so much potential to it. Must be a tough job being a factory figure. I guess that's why they have to do pre-orders, don't they? Because they make a limited number of them overall, but they have to gauge how many they're gonna make ahead of time. They can't just mass produce them as needed. Let me see if I could find like a figure version of the anniversary. Full size. Why is that one so blurry? It's a small image, but it'll do. Look how cute and detailed it is. Even the writing in chocolate on the bottom's raised. All the flowers and like the lace and stuff like that. It's crazy how detailed this is. The metallic fork. Even the macaron has all these little details. The strawberries are hard to do. They got seeds and everything. Someone has to 3D model these things first of all to make like a cast for what they're gonna like print out or mold or whatever, and then they have to paint it. And there's also considerations like some parts are translucent, transparent. You really have to do them in runs and logistics of what to paint in order, what techniques. Must be a nightmare. I'll see like the gray casts they have, like, oh, this is the figure that we're gonna make, this is what it looks like before it's painted, and I think those are stunning by itself. And then they color them, and they have like all these extra cool effects and parts. I am weak for figures with clear parts to them. They did, hold on, I shared this with someone recently. But they did announce a really cool Monster Hunter figure of Mizutsune, and it's like a posable Mizutsune figure, and it looks very uncannily like what it looks like in the game, which is very rare. The greatest have to airbrush and stuff like that. Can you imagine what that does for mold? The dyes for molding them must look like? I can't really, because I own a very small number of like very cheap figures. I don't have anything too crazy expensive, but even then, the quality on them is like very nice. I can see how they're like broken up into different parts. I cannot imagine like the really high quality ones. I'd be scared to own one. I would love to own one someday. I could not possibly take on that responsibility. I can't. It's like being a pet owner. You're like, I love cats and dogs. Like, I don't trust myself to own one and take care of one. I don't have like a nice display shelf for them either. They're just kind of sitting on my desk. So for this design, they do have like an acrylic standee that came with pre-order if you pre-ordered the Chibi Nendoroid, which was like this on an acrylic. I'll take the acrylic. They should make more of those. They shouldn't just be like a pre-order. Hi, Blob Miku! It's Miku Day. Miku Dayo. I gotta close all these tabs now. Or we're just gonna doodle Miku. I don't know. It's just kind of like a chill day. If anyone else wants to draw Miku along with me, if you just want to watch me draw Miku, if any inspiration comes up, maybe I'll draw myself dressed as Miku, because I love her clothes. Also, thank you guys for claiming it first. Calyx was the first of today, but Blob was the second first of today. Let's see. Oh my god. I'm so popular. Getting all these DMs, messages. Okay, I see. I did want to doodle this, anniversary Miku for a little bit. And I chose this green color, so I'd have to color less. If I want to color her hair, that's no issue at all. Let me zoom in. I have this habit of drawing really zoomed out, and it does not do my brushes justice in the slightest. Literally most mass-produced... Oh, the paint is so magic. There's so many variables you have to manage, and it's really attractive and durable paint job. People who, like, hand paint, like, cars or, like, aircraft things, I think those are very cool. And, like, Gundams and stuff like that. People who, like, home craft... Or what is that? A home kit? Garage kit models are insane. Like, they'll buy unpainted figures and paint them themselves and assemble them. And I've seen ones where, like, oh, it came with these little, like, accessories, but I've replaced them with crystals to bring out the real effect. I'm like, why? How did you do that? Or, like, metallic paints that they normally wouldn't use on the main figure. It's crazy. Most mass-produced figure dolls and action figures are hand-painted using various methods. Like, the faces I can see are, like, stamped on. Like, the anime eyes, very good quality, but you can really tell the difference between good quality and bad quality figures by how well the face is stamped on. It's insane. I keep looking over to the side where I have 2 Nendoroids sitting. I only own 2. Do I have more than one? No. I only own 2. One is, like, a genuine quality hip mic Nendoroid that I got from Cleo as a gift, and he's really pretty, really nice, really solid figure. And then I have like a knockoff Nendoroid, which I can really tell like the quality of the plastic, the weight of the plastic, even the face is not correctly printed on. Like, the mouth isn't where the mouth divot is in like the mold of the figure. It's really interesting. I'm sure you're literally doing like thousands of units to get really good at it, but dang, you know, right? It's insane. Hey son, that's me! Hi Princeps! How are you doing? We're drawing Miku today. It's Miku's birthday. Wish Miku happy birthday. I should have made like a Miku command. Wait, should I do that right now? if you do exclamation point Miku, it'll say happy birthday Miku. I think I'll do that. Chatbot, user commands, custom commands, add new command. Miku. Happy birthday, son. It's not my birthday, but thank you. Miku. I need a yoink emojis. Wah! Princess, thank you for investing into the Fox stocks. Oh wait, I see messages. I need a... Where's the Miku costume? I don't have one. I have a sketch, or I started like a really light sketch for like a Miku based model for me. There's now a Miku command. There's a cooldown on it though. I could work on that today. It was like a model based on my favorite music video, or one of them. Is it a Foxo onion? What's the onion? You look like a cupcake with sprinkles. How cute. I'm getting sprinkled on. Ah, I am cute. Thank you. Rena. Oh, the leak. I should have a leak, shouldn't I? Is there... I'm sorry. I don't know what I just... Can I find like a cute cartoony one? If I type Miku at the end? Oh, this is from like a game. It's from Unison League. It's a Web P! Ah! How do I find a not Web P version? Are you also a Web P? What's the difference between... Why are there two different types of leaks? Why are they both Web Ps? Is it also Web P? Is it like web? Web? There's a plush one. Web P is cringe. That's how I'm pronouncing it also. If I'm wrong, tell me. I don't think anyone's ever corrected me though, so it could be it. There's like plushy leaks, and I want them. I've never considered that they would sell merchandise of just Miku's leak. It's really cute. I can't drop Web Ps onto my figure, my model, can I? It tried to. It really tried to just then. Okay, I cannot. Can I find Web P to PNG? Web P, I only use Netterine. Oh, net urine. when you pee out the web? Web P, okay. Can I just drop it in here? Invert. Instead of a plush, they should have it as rubber coated baton. like a boffer, like a LARP weapon. I would absolutely get one of those. Here we go. Oh, I love this. Look at this thing. That version of Spider-Man was banned in several countries where he pees out the web. I think they like hint at it in like one of the movies or something like that, or like they make jokes about it. Close this. Bip. There. I don't know why Miku's like the one thing that I can... she's not the one thing, but like as like a person or like a character, she's like one of the few things that I can draw off the top of my head. Though there are like details that I miss because her design changes over time. I wonder how difficult it would be to have LARP Weapon Company make some. I suppose not very hard because it's not that different from like a pretty normal boffer, but it just splits off at the end, typically into like the two. So I don't see why not. Make like an equipable weapon version of a leak. I would... So I've actually mused this really recently, where if I'm gonna like go to say Renaissance fairs or some kind of like convention, right? It's easier to have like one generally consistent costume to wear to those rather than just like make up a new one every time, especially if you go multiple times a year, like at a cosplay convention. Like unless you really have a wide collection to change into, it's much better to have a variety. So what if I made like a Renaissance fair version of Hatsune Miku to dress up as to go to these kinds of things? I've mused the idea before. concept used to hate me at prop check. Oh gosh. I've never gone to a convention with huge props. I usually don't like to carry things unless I buy them at the con, if that makes sense. So I would just be like characters with very minimal or like casual versions of the character. Legally distinct Natsune Miku. I could actually just dress up as Miku for anything, really, because Miku's actually a Creative Commons asset. So I could actually use her for anything. I used to go to a couple of revolutionary American from Italia. A prop rifle that they always had some issue with. Guns and that kind of like mechanical weapons, if that's the word for it. Those are definitely hard because they do make some awfully realistic toy ones and just prop ones. And there's also always the possibility that one that doesn't look like it's functional can fully work. So that one's definitely like a tough one. One can't be too heavy, another be too pointy. There's definitely like really specific laws in each state for it. I'd really like to buy like a replica prop sword from some kind of anime one day. I don't currently have any place to put it, but I don't know, it'd be nice. It'd be kind of fun. And once I've got mad I had real marshmallows on the bayonet. That's a food hazard. Gotta be careful with food, too. What I like is Nerf does this with a lot of their series tie-in blasters. These bright colors that are themed after something from the franchise they're from, so they're clearly not real, but are still thematically on point. Yeah. Have I ever owned a Nerf blaster or anything like that? I can't recall. I feel like I must have owned one at some point. I remember I used to own like a crossbow as a kid, like a toy crossbow with like suction cup darts. It really hurt if I didn't load it correctly and the thing would just snap on my arm. The whole prop comes from a scene where America's using his rifle to roast marshmallows at a campfire. That's right. Could you make like prop marshmallows? That actually sounds really fun. Back for now. Still need 98k points to pay off my debt. But I'll get there one day. Someday you'll pay off your debts. Hey son, haven't been able to catch a stream in like a week, finally! I don't think I've streamed in a week, so you know what? That's fine. I usually don't stream till the later half of the week. But hi, TV. I have a ton of foam dart blasters, many of which are modded in competitive grade. Competitive grade? What does that mean? I've definitely played with Nerf blasters. Like, I've had friends who owned them. It was always a pain to have to reload them every once in a while. I don't think I've ever personally owned any. I can't remember if there was anything this week that I said I was going to stream. Which, is not my problem at this point. The best ones these days are actually made by Dart Zone. Like custom darts? What would be like a fun red and fair theme for a Miku costume? If I did like a, it's not very blatantly Miku. I saw you on Gob's charity stream, but I showed up expecting a cute fox boy maid. And I just got Mr. Manders, sadly. I was was there. I was on the charity stream. I had to go to work before you showed up. Ah, well, you can always catch the VOD, which we do have saved and should be uploaded at some point if we keep bothering Gabi to do that. Hi, Vulture! Currently has a pile of Nerf guns in our dining room since the coof made it impossible to go to real gun ranges. Ah. Bees! Hi! The Sunday Parlor was a precious segment. Ah, I'm glad you guys liked it. It was sort of like an improv sort of thing, and I had some stuff in mind, but then I decided, oh, I do want to show off the art that I did for our guests. Our first time antics. Not first time, but like haven't really been part of our streams that much before. I was like, here, thank you for putting up with us. Remember the raid message we did once? Trombones run on glizzies. Oh yeah, so, what is it, Trombone Champ? Just finished up their, I guess, review of their playtest and, what do you call it? What do you call it when you submit, like, a sheet for playtesting and, like, here's, like, the bugs and here's my opinion of it. Whatever that's called. I did fill that out, and they did contact me to ask if I wanted my name to be in the credits for playtesting the game, and I said yes. So if and when the game does come out, my name will be in the credits. A review? I guess it's like a review, like a feedback review. Not just a bug report. It was like, how do you, like, what kind of games do you typically play? Did you enjoy this game? It did ask me if I've ever played a Dark Souls before. The answers were yes, or no, some, and yes, because I'm a weirdo who's played all the games and beat them multiple times, and I did answer no. So hopefully, when the game comes out and there's more songs, I'll definitely play that for you guys in full. And like, I have to show off some of the parts that I was not able to show on stream. Not for any bad reason, I just forgot to show you guys that it did this. My answer would have been the last one. But I told people, they were like, son, are you just making fun of me? And I was like, no, this is actually what the report asked. And it was like a good chunk of the people did say that answer. Dark Zone is an off-brand company. There was Nerf in the blaster space. There was produce pro-level blasters for Walmart, Target, and Amazon that now use hobby-grade half-strength darts. Half-strength? As opposed to full-strength toy darts? Trombones run on glizzies is an excellent first sentence when I open up stream. Hi, Varendell. What's up? Yeah, we're reminiscing on old streams. Ivy, what's up? I love drawing curly hair. I don't do it often enough. This one should be wider. Triple Baka? Yeah, this is a cute song. There's no lyrics to it because I did not want to just suddenly start singing along because I don't know the words to a lot of these songs. It'll really be me just like saying the one word in the chorus that I know. But this is like an instrumental playlist. We're vibing. It's Miku's birthday today. So I just thought, like, I'll listen to Vocaloid music in general. And then draw Miku till I'm tired of drawing Miku. Which might be a while. Who knows? Do you guys listen to Miku? And if not, why are you here then? We are appreciating the creator of Minecraft today. Mumble, mumble, baka, 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 mumble. There's some songs that I know more words to than others. And then obviously some I just don't know at all because I don't know Japanese. I think it'd be fun to do like a cover one day. That's like a thing some VTubers do, right? I don't think I'm great at singing. I think I hold rhythm okay, and that's about it. But it shouldn't matter, right? As long as I'm having fun, you guys probably won't make fun of me for it. I don't listen to MIKU, but your art is nice and your vibes are immaculate, and I'm always here to give you a boost when I can. Aw, Calyx. That's so I really appreciate that. I always love it when you guys just kind of say like, I don't really know what's going on, but I'm just here for the vibes and to have fun, and it makes me all mushy inside to hear how supportive you are of just me just vibing. I don't know what this one's playing right now, huh? There's like a lot of songs. I've like missed a small era of music. What is this, 20 minutes? Ah. Last night I was in a call with Jummy. We were just talking because I saw the announcement for the new MIKU figure and we were just kind of gushing over it. and Jummy just kept going, MIKU, MIKU, OOUEEOO. And now that's just in my head. Not enough people are here. I wish I had people I follow how to guide the raid redeem, because I would bring them here. Sadly, none of them do. I really appreciate that. There's absolutely no pressure to like have to bring people in here. Some days have more people, some days just have less, and that's okay. No, did my pen just die? I appreciate whenever people come in here. When there's more than like, when there's like double-digit people in here, I feel like that's a good stream. You guys are popping off today. Any more than that, I'm ever so grateful that you guys are just here to vibe. I'd rather force people to come here. Well, you know, chat etiquette, you know, don't advertise, don't advertise me in other people's streams, even if it's with good intentions, unless they are asking for recommendations on people, you know, be nice, don't advertise. That's very typical etiquette, I feel like. Did it not connect? Hello? What happened? There we go. I don't have like a consistent style. I did get like a very cute compliment recently though. Or someone told me that my line art style reminded them of the golden era of Cartoon Network, and I was like, I've never heard that compliment before, but I will take it as a compliment. And people are very specific with compliments like that. I'm like, wow, that's new. It's fun. I never advertise people in streams because I would most likely get banned from most. You know, that's a good way to think about it. Joy to the world! MIKU has come! No, hi. Are you here to, I don't know, what's a word to put it? Reminisce of our great lord and savior, MIKU? Son, you're like a cute cartoon with a sunny hoodie, and I think it's adorable. Any reason for the emphasis on adore? But I'll take it. Thank you. Hoodies are comfy. It's too warm for me to wear them IRL right now, but the weather's cooling down ever so slightly. It'll be sweater season again. When compliments are weirdly specific, that's how you know they're paying attention. Yeah, but thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, when people send GIF reactions and have like very specific compliments, of course, I'll take any kind of compliments. That doesn't mean that, you know, simpler compliments or yeah, it doesn't mean that simpler compliments aren't appreciated either. At least my mouth ajar. Look, I'm extra happy there. Why the long face? Happy boy. Cracking open a fresh tin of complete compliments. Oh, I don't have any mints by my desk right now. I could actually go for one. The only time I say the name of another streamer is if there's a Guide the Rage stream. Redeem. Other than that, I keep my mouth shut. That's an interesting redeem, actually. I never thought that. I don't think I know anyone personally who has that kind of redeem. A leak stayed the same for the most part when you turn into the letter V. A leak is all powerful. That's something to keep note of. That's why only Miku could wield the leak, because she is equally all powerful. Do you think they would ever put Miku into Fortnite? I would love to have a leak, like, harvesting tool. Oh no, it's a leak! Wouldn't, like, Miku in Fortnite be the funniest thing? I'm gonna give her, like, little heart eyes. I mean, they have, like, Goku and Vegeta in Fortnite, right? Miku and Farfetch, the two most powerful beings in existence. Exactly, yeah. Is there art of Miku with the Farfetched? There has to be, right? Yeah. Oh. If not, you should. I should draw that next. Yes, many? Okay, good, good. I'll still draw that anyway. I just ate before stream, so if I cough a little bit, that is the chicken nuggets I ate trying to fight its way back up. Because I did inhale them instantly. It'd just be easier to mirror this. Am I gonna cheat? It's not cheating because I drew this. Which one would you eat? A burrito or a taco? I prefer burritos, to be honest. They're easier to eat. And odds and ends, yeah. This was like one of the newer ones that came out when I first returned to listening to Vocaloid music. And I think it's really cute. Son, have you heard of the food hot dog? You may have heard of the food hot dog, but do you have heard of the dog hot? What would the dog hot be? Like, the hot dog on the outside and there's a bread in the middle. I would eat that. Not the cannabis. I just saw it. It's a slit hot dog with a bun in the middle. Yeah, I would eat that. I've never heard of that, but I would absolutely eat that. That sounds great. I'm actually not a huge fan of like when there's too much bread in the bun. Does that make sense? Like I'll just rip off the bun if there's too much bread. Because then I'm just eating bread at some point instead of equal parts hot dog and bread. .hog sounds like a suffix website suffix. Hotdog.hog. It sounds like I would get grease all over my hands. I guess depends. Sometimes if you cook a hot dog like over a grill. No, I think the issue is you would burn your hands. I think that's the first issue. But if you grill a hot dog, usually it's not like greasy on the outside. It'll be crispy and nice. Good hot dog should have like a little bit of crunch when you bite into it. Where's my buy tool? Eat it like a German with a knife and fork. But in those cases, they don't have bread, right? I love sausages, though. Like, wursts. Those are good. This is my favorite emote to use. I use it all the time, really? I haven't seen the statistics on that emote since I made it. I kind of made it as like a, on a whim. Because I have empty slots, and I still have things that I need to make. But there's no rush to add them in. I was like, I have instant upload, and I just made this joke. Let me make this as something on my channel. And I don't have a reason to take it out yet. I might like redraw it. I might make like a different version of the same thing, because I like it. Dr. Professor Ant, thank you for glad to chill. Hi. I had some grilled cheese twist with dill seasoning for lunch. Grilled cheese sounds good. Are you in the camp of it's good to have it with tomato soup? Hi, Arenthil. Hello. Ooh, and a hydrate. Ooper duper, you are racking up your debts? Enjoy your lurk. Gotta go do something. Of course, of course. Not the right layer. Oh. I go back to suffering as I read through a book and answer quizzes for my college course. Oh, go study up. Go do responsible things. I'm in the camp of if you want to eat something with a sandwich, go ahead. You know, that's a good way to put it. Damn, son, are you okay? I see you sprung a leak. Hold on, do I have my thing? I just realized that the assets on the 2 leaks. There's 2 leaks now. Germans famously use a knife and fork for eating all sorts of foods intended as finger foods, including things like French fries. I tend to do similar. I eat donuts by spearing them on a fork, like some kind of cake pop. I guess it depends. I do like to keep my hands clean, so if things are like a little bit of a bother, I'll just use a fork and knife on it, but I guess I'm like, maybe. I'll do that sometimes. I definitely see the practical use of it. The secret is when you say you lurk, it's like, never say when you lurk, it's like tax evasion. Yeah. I do have it as, like, some people do like to say when they're lurking, or maybe I was like mid-conversation with them and they have to go. You know, like, you want to go and not pay the lurking fee, I can't stop you. What in the world did Automod think was objectionable? Do you really want me to tell you what it thought? I don't know if I should, but it's really funny. For 1 bit, I'll tell you. I'll tell you for 1 bit what Automod caught. Does it not tell you what it caught on your message? It just told you that it caught something? When do you upload the new emote? Like the little grumpy face one? Like a week ago now, at least. Might have been over a week now. Wow. We don't see from Aaron when Automod flags something. Interesting. Full week, I must be blind. It's very easy to miss. I didn't say anything when I made it anyway. Just that it's not sent and being reviewed. Ah, I see, I see. So let's see. So it did catch, and I did permit this, and now it's allowed in my chat unless you... Sometimes if you, like, allow a word and it's combined with another word later, it's like, oh, this is a whole new phrase. We gotta flag this again. But it did catch finger foods as a sexual term. Now, if you just really think about it, you can kind of see what it was catching. And it is the first thing I saw without reading the rest of the message because it highlights it. It's like, this is the thing that we're catching. And I was like, finger foods. It really changes it depending on how you read it out, huh? Automod is strangely horny. You know, it's just doing its best. And I really appreciate it. But sometimes it's just trying a little bit too hard, I think. Like, I don't know why... Yeah, I'm wondering why it caught that, because I guess the word finger is not too uncommon of just, like, using it as a word. Reboot, this is a cute but sad song. There's so many songs that... So many sad Vocaloid songs. Like, I was hanging out with Dem. This was already like a couple months ago, but this is when the MIKU game, Project Diva, came out for Switch, and I brought it over, and they were like, "Oh, like play this song," because they're less familiar with the songs than I am, and then I ended up playing Kokoro Kiseki, and I started sobbing in the middle because I kept thinking about the music video. I was like, you guys don't understand. It's a really touching story. And then I made them watch one of the music videos, and then they all started crying too. That and like Servant of Evil and stuff like that. Really good songs, very cute. I can't play them in rhythm games though because they just make me so sad. Oh, this like tucks into the middle. If you recall, if you pair eggplant with some word, Automod hates it. It's really funny. What it'll catch and then I'll allow it, and then people say, like, oh, this word, and then Automod will now catch that because it's in a new context, and it's really funny. 100% this is a cry to music video. That, like, Hello World? No, is that what it is? What's that song where it's like a little 8-bit adventure, like dystopia song that's like really cute and happy, but it's actually like really tragic because Miku dies at the end. That one makes me cry. Now I want I want to mention that the Cult of the Lamb model that Gabi's sporting looks like one of those cat clocks. You know, I did think that when I was making it. I did look at a lot of the in-game sprites, and I wanted it to move like it does in the game. How, like, they just kind of snap looking left and right. So I tried my best to imitate the way they move. Is this what I think it is? There are some instrumentals that I don't recognize without, like, the vocal backing to them. And I should just have the guy back up. This is not what I thought it was. You succeeded, by the way. Yay! That makes me really happy. And it kind of looks like a little bit like Cerberus, but Gabi colored. And Gabi was really happy when she got it. Wait, that's not how the sleeves look. They're like halfway down her arm. I would be too, it's cute. I do want to make more like little chibi models of things, but I need to be inspired. And there are some things that I did start working on, but I had to put on hold for other work that came priority. But certain projects are slowly wrapping up. The charity came to a close, and now I can get back to working on normal stuff again. Really, the charity stuff was all on me. You really do churn out a ton of art quickly. Why, thank you. That, I would say, is both one of my strengths and greatest weaknesses. I can make a model drawn and fully rigged in 15 minutes. And then also it'll take me like months to get my own art done. Mood. Here, this is where the sleeves are like that. They're like these bell sleeves. You do cover up the corset, which is fine, because I didn't want to draw that anyway. Gabi constantly shows up new stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, Sun just made this. That's how it be. That is how it be, isn't it? Good luck, have fun. Hi, Gutler. Thank you, thank you. You will see me make a lot of assets and stuff like that when I have the time to. Let's see. This does have like a little. Oh. What else? What else? Button, button. It's always nice to see all the little goodies you make for folks. I love making stuff for my friends. It's sort of like when I become inspired to make something, it just kind of churns out very quickly. I just reminded those whose streams I noticed the emote in. It was a Babas. Really? I see. Yeah, I can check when I uploaded it exactly. Because I think I was in Many's Cult of the Lamb stream, and I happened to become a follower that day. And she was trying to decide what followers to turn into demons. And the demon forms are different, but they depend on what the base animal is, I believe. And now they kind of like preview you what the follower's gonna turn into. And I said, oh my god, will my follower turn into like this grumpy little cat ghost? And they had like the tiniest little grumpy face. And I said, please turn me into a demon. So she did. But the face is the type that I really like because it's on Pokemon I like. Like a lot of dark type Pokemon have that face. Zangoose has that face. Yeah, that one. So I drew that. The same, basically like within minutes of becoming the little ghost. Demon's son was adorable. And turned back. I thought I was just gonna be stuck like that forever. Oops. Different reference. I love those little face. I don't draw that face very often, but it like the eye shape with like the mouth, little. It's my favorite. I love it. Basically, I noticed it because I wanted to read, but I didn't have the focus. I like characters that have that type of eye shape. Like I love like big sparkly anime eyes, obviously, you know. This. Oh, sparkly anime. But when you see characters with like kind of like stern expressions and their eyes are like this, somehow those are my favorite. I have like the really sharp pupils. I don't know why. Usually probably because they have like such grumpy faces, but they're like the nicest characters. Like that's how they end up being. Oops. There's one there. Hi son, hi Zuchi! How are you? How goes the drawing? It's going great. Hold on, I did draw two things technically. The duality. Darken this up, yeah. Just drawing Miku. Just this really big ribbon on the back. Hold on. Once I notice that the playlist is looping, I'll decide like another playlist to pull up. It doesn't line up with the hands. It helps convey emotion where it would otherwise be difficult. Odd eyes really sell it half the time. The Egyptian cat lady Anka from Animal Crossing has that kind of grumpy face. The Animal Crossing characters have like a wide variety of faces, and some of them are just so good. I kind of love that you can tell that they're from Animal Crossing, even though how crazily different their designs are. It's not like they have like a consistent eye style, it's more like their body type or their body proportions that really tie them together. You'll have some whose like eyes are just dots, or some whose eyes are circles, or they have like full anime eyes with sparkles in them. Like Gabi, right now. She does have like a bit of that proportion, doesn't she? I love characters with a just like I call it 1-to-1. I guess it's like actually 1-to-1-to-1. So 1-to-1 would be like, here's their head, and then here's their body, and then 1-to-1-to-1 is right, and it comes from like one, this. That's like another way of drawing chibis. My favorite villager only has one eye. One eye? Who would that be? Is it Lucky? Wait, does Lucky have 2 eyes or 1 eye? I guess I'll just undo. I tend to draw chibis a little bit taller than three heads tall. Lucky, okay, I was right. Lucky's very cute. My favorite villager? My favorite villager is Bruce, actually. I kind of like the grumpy villagers a little bit. Some of them. But I think Bruce is very handsome, has a good Animalese voice. But I do like the smug ones. I like the smug and grumpy villagers. I'm gonna have to draw the fork on a new layer, huh? And then the fork itself. I draw forks, oh geez. I share a birthday with one of the best looking snooty villagers. That's always fun, because there's a villager for like every birthday, right? I was talking to someone recently who kind of didn't realize that, and I was making them look up their villager birthday. Because it's between like the NPCs too. The NPCs also have birthdays. Julia's the best burb. I really like a lot of the designs. Love that she is totally not an ostrich. They have the base, you know, the base shapes of the villagers. Hi, dipshit. Vibin'. I might put Project Sakai music next. Game that I really like and will sadly never be playing on stream because it's mobile only. Mr. Talkstar Music Gaming, thanks for coming by to chill. Hi, I'm a small VTuber. Well, welcome in, welcome in. We're just kind of vibing today, listening to Vocaloid music. Complimenting Miku. And talking about, Animal Crossing villagers. How are you? I'm good. Now it sounds like people are insulting someone when drops by. I'm doing good. That's good to hear. Cool art. Why, thank you. We're just doodling. I also drew this. just kind of sketching. I had some things in mind as to what to sketch today, but then I remembered it was Miku's birthday. I was like, how could I not? How could I not draw her? Our lovely girl. And like the little... This side has like this. This side actually has a lot of detail that's gonna get covered up, which is fine. Never got into Vocaloid. I just know her from a Domino's commercial. she's like Mr. Worldwide. Everyone knows her. She's somewhere and everywhere. Your rhythm game isn't a rhythm game if you haven't collabed with Miku. Actually, just mobile games in general, I think. Do you really have a successful mobile game if Miku hasn't appeared in it at least once? I think not. They should make a Hatsune Miku Sonic game. Like, they really should. They put Sonic in, like, every Miku game. Why can't they put Miku in a Sonic game? Do it, cowards. Give Miku their own Sonic OC. And she would be... Yes, a hedgehog? What would Miku be? A rabbit? Have you guys seen the Sanrio collab recently with Cinnamon Roll? It's really cute. Miku Final Fantasy 14 crossover? I would die for that. I would kill for a Final Fantasy 14 Miku collab. Oh my god. There's stuff to set up for it. They have like the songstress, like the songbird, like emotes and stuff like that. Oh gosh. I feel like we'd actually get it. Ah! Thank you for the oatmeal, Martian! I feel like we'd actually get a decent Sonic game if Miku was involved because of QA. Do you know there's like already a new Sonic game? Like, it's on Steam. I just saw it. I saw it on like the front page. It's like, wow. You're welcome. Also, hi! Hi, Martian. Does that leak make a good tablet pen? Well, it's working. It's drawing, isn't it? Hi, Bo! Welcome in, everyone. What game would you guys like to see collab with Hatsune Miku? Besides, Sonic and Final Fantasy 14. Because I think, in my opinion, you haven't made it as a mobile game if Miku's not in it. That's my hot take. Doom! Like an official Doom. Dream Daddy. Like as a daddy? There's ways to play video games with your mobile phone to your PC. Yeah, but it has my info. What if someone texts? Well, first of all, I can't play on my phone because I use my phone as my VTubing camera. And I do have an iPad, but there's complications to that and logging in and also just accidentally getting messages while I stream. I missed the question. Hatsune Miku. Collab with blank game. What game? There's a way to stream on Twitch. I think it might work. That would be streaming directly from your device, so it wouldn't have my VTuber model or overlays, sadly. There's definitely ways. I know people do it. It's the fact that I could get doxxed for doing it. That's the issue. One day, though, I might just... If I ever really want to get into it, I'll find some ways. Stay safe. That is a good ideal. Yeah. Also, I usually don't play rhythm games too often because I can't read chat while I do it. I'll still play it sometimes, but I do have to take breaks in between to catch up with you guys. Most jarring crossover would be the Witcher series. See, that's a jarring one, but would you like to see that? I would. Me personally. It's good to stay safe. Yeah. Sadly, certain games like Project Sakai, I cannot play on like a desktop emulator because it requires like a multi-touch system. I would need a way to be able to press multiple buttons on the screen at once, which I cannot do on a computer. At least not normally. I don't think most touchscreen computers even let that happen either. I don't really know how Geralt reacts to blue hair. Are there no characters in Witcher with like unnatural hair colors? I've never thought about that. Vermintide x Hatsune Miku. Oh, little Miku rat. Like, there's probably definitely easy mods to be able to put Miku in your game, but like, what would they do for an actual collab? Like, it would have to be like an event. It would have to like force a scenario for you to have to meet with Hatsune Miku. Castlevania and Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku a cappella singing the Castlevania soundtrack while you fight vampire Hatsune Miku. It would work. I could believe that. Mega Man. That would be cute. Unnatural, sure. No greens or blues because of money. I think they did a Vocaloid collab with World of Tanks or War Thunder. Really? She's got the hair color of some ghosts. Ah. Ghost Hatsune Miku. Here's something that I think about a lot. I don't talk about Project Sakai a lot, but it's a rhythm game where it's like a bunch of these like teens and stuff like that who are in their own bands or groups and are just like sort of trying to pursue the entertainment realm, music, that kind of stuff. Thank you for the hydrate. But Hatsune Miku is in this world, but as like a virtual character. But the characters are fully aware of who she is. Like, she appears in a projection and all the characters go, Hatsune Miku, and not just like the main characters either. Like, some so-and-so businessman is like walking through an amusement park and then Miku's projection appears and they also go, Miku, wow, why is she here? And it catches me off guard every time. Slurp. I want to hear him be stumped for what's going on. Mega Man Battle Network and MIKU would work because they're both digital beings in the future. That would actually be really cute, I think. Would they give Miku, like, the armor and stuff? And she shoots little bullets, but each bullet is like a music note. Oops. What kind of shoes she has? She's like little pumps. I'm back and I have a burrito to eat now. Ooh. What'd you get in the burrito? They didn't fill it sideways, did they? You know, Gundam did a Hello Kitty crossover. Vocaloid wouldn't be hard. I feel like they had to have at some point, right? Hold on. They're custom ones. I made it myself. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you enjoy it. So not Gundam itself, but there is a frame artist Hatsune Miku sold in the Gundam store. People have popped her head from figurines onto Gundams, it seems. This looks like official something or other. Copy image? Can I just copy it? This is pretty cool. This is a pre-order. Oh, when's it coming out? Does it say? 4th quarter. Oh, it's coming out like the end of the year. I just noticed a leak in my head. Yeah. That's where all my thoughts are leaving my head. The hair is interesting how they have it broken up into the different parts. They actually have like a zoom in of the hair. And they have like the 01 on the side. Which normally would be on her arm. But like the figure itself is really cute. There's actually even like a joint over here for the tie to bend. Popping in to remind everyone that you're all amazing people and adorable beings. Thank you so much, Zelda player. Look at my game libraries to find one that I might actually fit in. Because it doesn't have to be like a rhythm game either. Because she's been in rhythm games. But she also has appeared in like Unity League, which is where I got this like leak asset from. It's actually from a mobile game. It's just like a sort of fighting gacha game. She's also appeared in other games. I just can't think of off the top of my head. Because her game licensing, I believe, is distributed by Sega. They kind of give the okay for people to put Miku into games, I guess. But she's also Creative Commons, so you can kind of do whatever you want. But using like her voice and sort of like the other intellectual properties that surround her, like Krypton Media and that kind of thing, definitely have other stuff to it. Oh, that's on a different layer. What? Yeah, browse your Steam libraries and tell me what seems like a fun crossover. SteamWorld series or the Yakuza series. I feel like they could slip Miku into the back of a Yakuza game, right? As like a poster or like some kind of billboard in the back. They absolutely would. And like they'd bring attention to it too. Monster Hunter. That'd be a good one. Sega? Total War Warhammer Hatsune Miku General DLC coming then. Is that a Sega property? But yeah, a lot of the Miku rhythm games are Sega, and they do put like Sonic as a cameo, either as like a room accessory or like a costume. And it's like a tracksuit, but it has a Sonic tail on it. Kiryu would definitely be a big fan of Miku. I can see it. Like he pulls out his cell phone, there's like a little Miku keychain on it. Or like his ringtone is like a little Miku song. Oh, that's actually, I love that. Yeah, one, two, three. There was also a Hatsune Miku collab with Battle Cats, which is like that really weird tower defense game. Why does that scary guy have the cutest Miku ringtone? Have you seen him in the karaoke bar? He's fine taste in music. He would absolutely sing Miku songs in the karaoke bar. Like, how many games would absolutely have just like a Miku rhythm game mini game if they were able to license the songs? I'm sure they would jump at the chance. Vocaloid X Dead or Alive. That's like the shooter, right? The zombie shooter. The fighting game. Oh, wait, that's the island fighting game, right? I'm thinking of something else. No, I know exactly what you're talking about, though. I know what the characters are. The skimpy fighting game, yes. The one with, like, the ton of really random mini-games in it. Would Miku be a character, or would she just, like, be featured in it somehow? House of the Dead? I don't think... What's House of the Dead? I don't know this one. Miku as a fighter. I don't think there's a game where she's directly a fighter. There's definitely ones where, like, you can get costumes of her and accessories. You can pretend to be Miku, but Miku herself will not fight. Oh, I can't say I know the House of the Dead game. I also don't... I'm not very familiar with a lot of zombie or horror type games anyway. They already added a Spartan from Halo in Dead or Alive. Why not the Vocaloids? You know what? That's fair. Put Miku in Fortnite. Let me do a funny little leak dance emote. I was talking to Gabi about something similar, and I think she tweeted it out. But we want to see, like, One Piece characters in Fortnite. That would be so fun. It is a zombie cabinet shooter. Yeah, from the screenshots it looked like that. Vocaloid Fortnite rhythm shooter. Oh, you know what? A Vocaloid Crypt of the Necrodancer. That seems like a doable mod, right? That's what I thought you were thinking of. I wonder how Hitman would handle Hatsune Miku. Hitman is going to an anime convention and dresses up like the little, like, Miku Dayo mascot costume. Do you guys know what Miku Dayo is? That is just, like, iconically, mascot. What is the stream's OST? Just a bunch of Vocaloid slash Miku instrumentals. So it is just for live stream, and the VOD will have something different just going on in the back. This is Miku Dayo, by the way. This is a mascot costume. And this is where Hitman the hitman guy, I don't know if he has a name, is hiding under, and he's carrying his trusty suitcase. Cute, me. Yeah, that's what came to mind. But can you see it? Can you imagine Agent 47? Is that his name? Is that what he's called? The bald guy? Is he bald? Anyway. What if he just had the outfit and the wig? I'm trying to think, mascot. Okay, I had to make sure what costume it was, but have you ever seen the meme where Pikachu is... someone in a Pikachu mascot is choking someone because the arm is sticking out of the mouth? This is how Hitman will kill people, but from the MIKU Dio costume, and that's how the MIKU Hitman collab will go. And then you hide dead bodies in other mascot costumes. Or like, it'll take them longer to find it. They're like, oh, this guy in a costume's just sleeping? That'd be great. Can you see it? The vision is coming together. They have like a bunch of like different scenarios for Hitman, don't they? Like one I think one of them you're like helping like race car drivers or something, or you're killing a race car driver? I can't remember. I've never played them myself. I don't think they're a game that I'd be very good at. Maybe Dem should play it together. Like we all sit in a room and take turns. Goes behind the hair, I think. That'd be a fun stream. We gotta do stuff where we can stream while we're all in the same room together. It'd be a lot more chaotic to like record us, but I think being able to sort of like interact with each other in real time would be fun. It'd have to be like a weekend though, when we're all free. Or maybe we'll stream one Sunday. Hitman couch stream past the controller every so many fails. That'd be good. I feel like Hitman is a game that's just serious enough but still has a good sense of humor. Because I do like that in some cases there are multiple ways to finish a job. Wait, hold on, 1, 2, 3. How do they space this? The newer game takes themselves somewhat less seriously, which makes things fun. Like, I saw one where there used to be a glitch where if you threw, like, the suitcase at someone and they turned the corner, the suitcase would actually track them and follow them around the corner. And they're like, oh, it's a bug, so they took it out, but people liked it so much that they added it back in as, like, a homing suitcase weapon, and I thought, oh, this is great. It's a feature now, yeah. That's when I knew, like, this is a good game. I think I was, like, watching some video of, like, glitches or bugs in games that became features. I love stuff like that. Now that I've thought about it, I should make a Miku-themed glamour in Final Fantasy XIV, which I might play tonight. I am so close to finishing the game. And part of me is, I do want to finish it, because I do want to catch up with all like the patch quest stuff and side content that I can't access till I finish the game. And also, like, I've been emotionally prepped for days and I just haven't had the time to otherwise play. Did you watch the gif of the target fleeing on a jet ski and a player throwing the suitcase and slowly homing on the man like a missile? Yes! I love that so much. It's not supposed to happen, but it's hilarious, so let's keep it. Exactly. It's unintentional. They probably did not consider that it would happen. They didn't test for it. Or they did notice, and we're like, well, we can't do anything about it now, so we'll take it out next edition. And people are like, no, put it back. Oh, this actually has the split tail ribbon, which I really like drawing. As like this. This looks pretty good for a nice sketch. Here, merge that together. Let's add some highlights here and there. Make it yellow. I like highlighting teal with yellow. Speaking of bugs in games, there's a bug in Mass Effect 1 at one point had Fem Shep dancing like the female NPCs. Was it like a dance emote that you could do? And it was just taking for the NPCs? Or it was just like, ah, you're now dancing. And no one's believed me? I can't say that I'm very familiar with Mass Effect. I do know someone who is very familiar with the series. Who does plan to stream it. There were dance spots. Ah. And it wasn't like an intentional thing? I remember in Pokemon Stadium for the N64, there used to be this hidden feature where if you named or had a Pokemon with a certain name in it, how far back should I go with the context of the story? So you could plug in your cartridge of red, blue? Yeah, red, blue, or yellow into like this adapter cartridge controller, and it would bring your Pokemon into Pokemon Stadium that you could battle with. And if your Pokemon had a certain name to it, it would actually recolor your Pokemon. And for years, I told people like, oh yeah, my Rattata is pink. Which is not the shiny color. The shiny color of Rattata is gold. And people just did not believe me. They're like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's a cute idea. I'm like, no. Like, here is a picture of the screen, and it's not like color adjusted. It is pink. And I didn't know how to explain it till I found out that that was like a feature of the game. Interactive dance. It's supposed to be that Shepard doesn't know how to dance, but the bug used the wrong animation. Oh, that's cute. That's actually an interesting bug. And I was like, dance? Okay, we're just gonna take from the NPCs then. Rattata is a mint green now, then shiny. When shiny. Is it green now? Wait, did I change it? I thought it was like a greenish gold. Huh, what do you know? They did change it. It is more green now. It was definitely gold in the older games. That's so cool. It's so interesting that they changed it. Also, the music stopped. That's pretty cool, actually. I actually saw something recently where apparently they really adjusted the color of Sneasel, I think it was, throughout the first few generations. Where it like kept adjusting the color of what its base color was. Because I guess rather than just using the color dark gray or black for some Pokemon, they did use different like shades of colors. Like, instead of black, they used like dark green or dark blue. And they kept switching between like dark blue, dark purple, and dark green until they sort of settled on a color for Sneasel. It's part of one of the big Pokemon Go complaints that it's green? Rattata? I guess I understand. I like gold Rattata, but green Rattata sounds cute too. Is it green because of Pokemon Go, or is it because Pokemon Go doesn't match it? There are tons of shinies that are green. I suppose so. I wonder how they decide the shiny colors now, because it used to be that the shiny colors were determined by what the pixels' sprite colors were, and it would just change those specific sprites to a corresponding color. Like, it would hue shift them all the same. So you'll see in like the older generations, like there's a lot more consistency between them. The newer ones, they just kind of arbitrarily pick whatever they want. If Pokemon Go chose to do like 10 shiny releases now that are green. Are you sure that wasn't intentional? That sounds like a feature. They're like, haha, we have so many green shinies, let's do these. Then you have shinies like Gengar, which are like 1 to 2 shades different. Those are like really interesting to me, because those are Generation 1 Pokemon. And so something about their color palette, I guess, just didn't have something that it would translate to. But I believe they kind of took away the more prominent parts of what made them shiny in the previous gens. Because like Gengar's line used to be their pink parts turn blue, but now they kind of turn like a gray color. I do remember in the XY generation, there used to be a lot of like egg trading or something like that. I don't know if I'm remembering it correctly, but I got an egg that evolved into, or it hatched into a shiny Ghastly. And it was from like a mystery trade too. Still kind of on the bugs in games topic, my siblings and I are really good at finding bugs in games. That's a good talent. I have a shiny Leafeon, and it looks like the regular one with a screen brightness turned down a notch. That's right. Shiny Leafeon's like a slightly different shade, huh? So is Glaceon, actually. Glaceon's like a slightly different shade of blue. I didn't finish drawing the stockings. Oops. I think there's also a ribbon over here. It's just a tiny bit more saturated. We play games in such a wrong way that we smash into them often. Same with Articuno, they just desaturated it. Yeah, it's like certain colors I guess didn't have some sort of equivalency with pixels. I don't know how. I gotta find like a guide. I'm sure there's like a charter guide somewhere that's like, this is how what used to be in the old gens. I do love researching stuff like this, though. Ribbon's also white. Best example I have is one time my oldest sibling and I bugged out Diablo 3. You bugged out the game? Explain. Elaborate. I must know. I do love hearing about bugs and stuff like that. I do remember I used to have like some kind of like fashion game on the 3DS. It was really fun, but I couldn't complete the game because an entire area was so glitched out that it just didn't load at all. Like, it just turned into a blank blue screen with no music. And I'm like, I can't exit because there's no menus. And it was like, hey, this mission, go to this area and do this. I'm like, I cannot, because this entire area does not exist. What's up? Hi, King Brittle. It's Miku's birthday today, so we're drawing Hatsune Miku. Which I'm actually just finishing up. I zoom in. I go like this. It's Miku! There's probably other stuff I can clean up. What's the sketch? It's okay. Oh, wait. This entire thing, huh? Okay. That's got a message. I gotta see what it is. I have so many messages from all my friends because I'm so popular. I actually don't get many messages while I stream. Usually it's a coincidence. Well then, happy birthday, Miku! I rarely run into game-breaking bugs, and I've only had like 2 that completely stop game progression. The latest, which was Halo Infinite. That's a big game to stop progression on, huh? What happened? Did he just stop playing? Miku. What else can we do at all? I was gonna try Miku with a Farfetch'd. I got locked in a boss chamber and the boss never no. Oh no. That's it. That's the boss. That's like some meme that I saw where when like the hero or the protagonist goes into the boss's lair and they can't progress because they need a key to enter the boss's room. What if they just don't leave the key? You're just stuck there forever now. You can't fight the boss if you can't get to him. But no one can defeat nothing. That was like a Tomska bit. Or like someone suggested that as like a sketch to him for like an ASDF movie. And there was like some villain going, "Nothing can defeat me!" And it zooms over to just an empty screen. And it zooms back to him and goes, "No!" We were both playing Barbarians. Barbarians have this jump ability that lets you travel further than if you were walking. We had this competition where whoever got to shop first would get to blacksmith first. One time I decided to jump a corner I shouldn't have been able to jump. We interacted with the blacksmith at the exact time. When the menu came up, it was my siblings, but I had control. Because it was their menu, I couldn't do anything, even exit out. That's actually really funny. What like an odd... I guess what an odd thing that it would have programmed in, right? I'm also looking for something on my desk that's missing. Ah, there it is. The worst part of that glitch is I spent like half an hour trying to force this boss to spawn, and the whole time there was an audio log playing on— oh no! It's just because the boss wouldn't spawn, it kept replaying the audio for it. Oh, that's so funny, actually. I don't think I have any stories like that. Aside from like the one time my fashion game kind of glitched out on me. Oh my god, the music. What? Oh no, it's Psycho. Thank you for coming by to chill. I had to pop on my glasses for half a second to read that. I was cleaning them. I was trying to do that subtly. You there? I really like drawing faces like this for some reason. Howdy. I came in to tell the tale when I was watching a SpongeBob SquarePants episode, and the episode glitched out in pixels at one point. Ah. What's that called? What is that? Like the artifacting glitch, I guess? I can definitely imagine it, though. Luca Night Fever. I love this song. There's some like really iconic songs where like if you're an OG listener, you know. I had a glitch happen once in Chrono Trigger when I was playing in an emulator using a Game Genie code. I mean, anytime you attacked an enemy, they all died. I took it off when I was midway through an action, and afterwards I could equip any weapon on Robo, and it was complete with attack animations. I think they originally intended to have him use any weapon before opting for arm weapons, and the code somehow was activated by the cheat. Ah. Yeah, I guess like they would have had to like kind of program that in as like a feature. That's interesting. It literally looked like Mr. Krabs was eating glass, and it went, ah! Glitches are all around us. Life imitates art. Sounds like an SCP problem. I gotta look up what OG MIKU looks like. I gave him one of Magus's Magus Scythe. And he did spin attack animation on crit which shocked me. I love scythe animations. Those are my favorite. I recently forgot that Miku actually has like a suspender accessory that hangs off of her skirt until I saw like the Solwa figure that recently came out. I'm gonna show you guys the Solwa. Miku Solwa Miku figure. It's like this designer fashion brand. And they had a collaboration with Hatsune Miku. And she looks really pretty. And I haven't showed anyone it yet. I don't know why. But her belt has like the same pattern. I was like, oh yeah, Hatsune, like Miku has a belt. I forget Miku Day every year. This is Miku's birthday. Miku Day is 3-9 because that spells out Miku. But Miku's birthday, or Miku's anniversary, is today, the end of August. Also, hi Astrofel. Look at this cool figure. Like she has like a transparent jacket and like a clutch and like these cool scrunchies, and her hair turns into liquid. And the kicks, which also has these little like scrunchy things. It's really cool. Even the background's cool. I forget Miku things. I should have set reminders. Also, hey yo. We're here to appreciate Miku today. So if you've forgotten, you spend today appreciate Miku. Also this one, I guess, is okay. How you doing? We're talking about video games and bugs. But Astrofel, I'll throw this question to you. It's my opinion that a mobile game is not successful until Hatsune Miku has done a collab with it. So any game in general, what would you like to see Miku collab with? Or I guess, like, what game would you like to see collab with Miku? Like she's like some kind of promotional event thing. We've said like Witcher, we've said Mega Man, Castlevania. It doesn't have to be music related. She's just kind of there vibing sometimes. One of my favorite old glitches was in Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2. There was a Gundam Dynasty Warriors. There's 2 of them? You hit glitch Epion so that the whip explodes and will attack random spots in a line in front of you. You can be any distance across the map. Any distance? Oh jeez. I gotta go. Have a good night, son. Thank you for hanging out, Vulture. You have a good night. You have sweet Hatsune Miku dreams. Don't let them leak, okay? There's 4 of them? Jeez. I'm missing out on the Dynasty Warriors series, huh? I love you. I love you too, Vulture. There's a Dynasty Warriors for everything. Hatsune Miku Vocaloid Dynasty Warriors. I could see that. Who we fighting? Was that a pun? Did you just make that pun, son? That pun's been being told all day. I will not take credit for that. I would really like a Hatsune Miku Dynasty Warriors. Oh wait, you don't see her ears. She has the headphones. I forget that. It's like this. There are certain details I forget. I draw Miku from memory every day. What pun? I was waiting for my computer to get water. Baby Metal? Idol Edition Dynasty Warriors, Baby Metal Vocaloid, etc. A fighting game, rhythm game. There's a lot of idol games though, that's the thing. Like there's too many to choose from. Bean, hi Poffle! Are you here to celebrate Hatsune Miku Day with us? Miku Dayo? Which I should actually make this like a lighter color canvas. That was like a dark color. Hoi! How are you, Poffle? That is super cute. It's Miku's birthday, and so we are honoring our Lord and Savior. If you want to play Minecraft, Hatsune Miku invented Minecraft. Hold on, I keep saying that, but I don't think you guys know that that's like a fact. Hatsune Miku invented or created Minecraft. It's a creative Minecraft. That's fine. I can't find like the exact post that I was thinking of. I totally heard that it's secreted Minecraft. Created. Invented. Hatsune Miku my Minecraft while she was writing Harry Potter. She is cool. Like some like Miku account tweeted out like I created Minecraft, and someone added Notch the post, and Notch goes, can't argue with that, and so people have accepted that Miku has created Minecraft. What kind of pose do I want her to be in? It's like, I want her to be like kneeling on the ground like this. She has like boots. I keep forgetting that. The twins have like the leg warmer boots, but Miku just has shoes. I managed to T-pose many characters in games, by the way. That's always funny to me. Whenever I could tell that something is loading in and the character like T-poses for a second, I find that to be one of the funniest things. Here's her collar. One. Gimme such a bop. There are some songs that I've been like re-listening to that I'm like, I could do something with this, except I can't. Well, I could. A lot of times Vocaloid producers, song producers, they'll release instrumentals of songs intentionally because they do want people to cover them, make like their own editions with their with different Vocaloids and stuff like that. They really encourage it in the community. So I would love to. Oh my god, this song. I haven't heard this in forever. Miku's boots are weird. They're like thigh-high boots with buttons on them. I would love to cover Vocaloid songs someday. I can't say that I would do it well. I would just like to. Oh wait, in this case, Miku does have like the little arm thingies. Oh, this one's a bop. Then they're like roomy around the feet. They're like stockings tight from the thigh to ankles and roomy around the feet, so they don't slip, obviously. Is there any big Miku hits I should be listening to? I don't have any knowledge in the area. So I would say that depends on what type of music you like. If you're more into just like listening to a genre of music, you could definitely look into those. Like if you're more into pop, if you like rock better. If you're someone who actually likes also listening or watching music videos, there's some really fun producers who do specifically, I don't know what the name for them, but they're like stories rather than songs. So like they're narrative songs that really highlight with the music video rather than just something you listen to on its own. Miku does have an official My Little Pony figure. I love the artist who does the My Little Pony like figure designs. I really like their art style. I see. I can think of, wait, I have a playlist of songs that I really like. Let me pull it up. See, let's switch to my main account. Oh, I can look at my playlists. Because Petra started getting into it too, so I made like a little playlist of my own just to be like, what songs do I like? What I would recommend to people. What is this playlist? Oh, that's not my playlist. That's like someone else's playlist that got queued into mine. Da 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 da. Okay. Michi M. So this is the name of like a producer. Producers are what you call someone who makes Vocaloid songs. They'll usually be like their username with a -p at the end is because producer. Michi M makes like really boppy songs with like really cute, colorful music videos. But there are some that are really, really fun to watch with like visuals. Like Seraphim in the Ring. It's like a wrestling song. That sounds fun. There are some like classics like Matryoshka. World Is Mine is a classic one too. Rolling Girl. What are some other ones? I guess I didn't really like save. Petra's favorite song is Ghost Rule. That one's a really good one. Miku and Rin versus Luca and Meiko. It's so funny. There's something like really touching about like the moral of the song of like I was like a formal idol or I was bullied in class and so I had nowhere else to go, but I decided to become a wrestler to change my life around. And there's something so funny about it. This is Tell Your World, yeah. The one where she's getting deleted. Ah, the disappearance of Hatsune Miku? Yeah, that's a good one too. If you're into like more intense songs, Ghost Rule's really good. King is technically not Vocaloid, but it's still considered Vocaloid technically. It's a different company. But you've probably seen a lot of like covers of King around the VTuber community. Anything by Deco27 is like a good rock. If you like rock music, Deco27 producer. I'm a huge fan of Pinocchio P, or Pinocchio producer. Common World Domination. Hold on. I do like Rock Associate. I'll just play these. Like, these aren't gonna show up in the VOD. This is the Miku cover of Ghost Rule. I'm keeping like an eye on the volume because it gets a little bit loud. There. Oh, you like my leaks, by the way? Thank you. I do like some of Deco's older songs, but the newer songs are like really intense and like they scratch that brain itch. This and Hibana are very rock. Deco27, Michi M, Hachioji, number 8 Prince. Has some good electronic bops, but sometimes lewd in nature. There are some very lewd songs, so you know, make sure no one's looking behind you while you're watching some of the music videos for the first time. And some are much more narrative, especially the older ones. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like specifically like stories, and they actually have multiple parts sometimes. Like the Servant of Evil series. Kokoro has a second part called Kiseki, or Kokoro Kiseki. They're usually in 2 parts. What else do I have on this playlist? I'll just play the songs that I like. Oh, Kagero Days. Oh my gosh. I was actually just thinking about it. The leak turned into a feather duster a little bit, huh? I was just trying to remember what the name of the series was, but Kagero Days is a really good series. It's also an anime. You like anime, Astrofel? Kagero Days. Let's Days. I can't remember the names of the songs. Oh gosh, it's been a while. Heat Haze Days. That one's really good. It's like a very dark series, but it's an anime based on the series of songs. Black Rock Shooter's also a classic. Black Rock Shooter also got its own anime based on the music video it had. Mikakushi Dan is the name of the anime. I don't remember the... Mikaku City Actors. That's what it is. I actually cosplayed for Mikaku City Actors. Like, years ago. Oh, geez. That's flashbacks. I cosplayed their outfits from the opening, from the anime. Because I thought that their, like, spray-painted hoodies were cool. Let's see. Next song I like. Common World Domination from Pinocchio. This is my favorite. I wish I could show you the music video. I don't have an easy way to do that. But if I made myself like a Vocaloid themed model, it would be based on the outfit from this one. I had the reference up and I closed it. If I had the little V on his head, it looks like he's angry. You know what? Yeah, let him be angry. If I played the rhythm game, you could probably see the 3D versions of the music videos. I could even switch over to the game at any point. I was thinking about it, but I also really wanted to draw Miku. Good songs, good songs. Is this a Len cover of Lost Ones Weeping? Let's go. Oh, it's a remix. Miku Rain Rot powerful. Brain rot. That's what the leak is on my head for. All my thoughts leaking. It's also really fun because there's no consistent way to draw Miku. But like, she's so recognizable regardless. Alright, off to bed. Have fun, son. Don't forget to use your leeks to make good soup. Leek soup. I'll try not to leak the soup. Have a good night, Aranthil. Thanks for vibing with us. You know, after this, I might switch over to the rhythm game. Now I'm in like a rhythm mood. Like game like, and thank you for the first. I've been really into drawing like this face lately. Like that little expression. I don't know why. What? Hydrate. I could do that. Thank you. I've never drawn in this style before. Hello, cute fluffy boy. Hi, cat bag. How long does a scan take to cross the screen? Like 7 or 8 seconds, and then it stays on for a couple more. Some artists are so sweet. An artist I've loved for years now decided to use one of my comms as a promotion for a stream. Ah! Thank you for the oatmeal, Asran. Hi. Was one of my comms a promotion for her streams today. She went so sweetly about my character. Ah, that's really cool. Must have a one heck of a character in that case. Some characters are just really fun to draw. Like, I have a commission that I'm doing right now for Prince of Spooks. And I'm really loving drawing their character. It's Miku. Miku. I want to do a funny thing, but I gotta time it right. Do your best. I think I know what you're thinking of. I wish you luck. There is a little bit of stream delay. So, you know, just trust the process. I like I get my gal backpack is fun, but I don't tend to see one promo today to be So, it's just extra sweet. Oh. Ah! Ah! Thank you for the oatmeal cat bag. And you know what? Let's now switch over to gaming. So I'm gonna... Oops. Monitor? Monitor? Monitor! I got smushed in! No! That was really good timing. Nice shot. It did work. Or I'm hoping that's what you were thinking of doing. But a lot of people try it. Some people get it, some people don't. So that was perfectly timed. You got it just right. Got lots of oatmeal scanned in there. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Let's see. Hatsune Miku. Don't blast the music. Don't blast music at me. Thank you. I should close that. I won't. Full screen that. Pop that over here. Switch chat over here. Oh, wait. The description for that redeem, I forget that oatmeals are your fur. They're my little hairballs! Yeah. Alright, let's switch over to gaming screen. I have to capture the correct game. Okay. Believe that. I think I made the volume a little quiet. Hold on, volume mixer. I can't tell when it's not the subject. Oh, I didn't. I forgot something. Whoop. No, not this screen. It's on this screen. Copy this. Copy. Pop back into here. I paste. That should be in the VOD now. I'm not keeping track. Oh, oatmeals in chat. And then this, I do bring it up to like here. Like zooming in and out of magnet. Sure. What is this sorted by? Oh, alphabetical. Wait, no. Okay, that's difficulty. Oh, Q and E. I gotta switch around my screens. Hold on. There's a lot going on right now. I close this. I open this here. I full screen this. This looks new. I don't think this was here before. These were definitely not here before, some of these. Oh, it must have updated. How do I change how this is sorted? Hold on, sort. By difficulty, okay. Wait, no, stop. Huh, huh! Oh gosh, the controls are gonna confuse me. The one song was just like, choose. Imagine Kiryu fighting, then Sweet Magic pops on his phone. Sweet Magic's a cute one. I love that song. Let's see. don't remember what outfits I have in the characters. Can you do that one Miku song where she goes... What is that? What is that? Like a key smash? Oh shoot, what? Mega Mix. She talks really fast. Oh, oh shoot, it might be the Japanese title of it? I'll find it eventually. Hold on. This one's sorted by character. It's in here. I know it's in here. I'm not good at it. No. This one. Was it listed under T because of the? I'm gonna be so mad. I don't remember the controls. You know, yeah, fail mode. This is definitely it. Let me know if the volume's okay, by the way. Ah! Oh, wait, it's not. It's WASD. Wait, what? What? Oh, it's I. I messed up a lot of notes already. Pepsi Love, hi. Ooh. I missed one of the keys! I missed one of the keys! Still in our... Oh, that's right, that's right. I had to change. Thank you for reminding me. Ah, it just, like, closed out of it. That's cool. What is this? Mega Mix Plus. Yeah, I don't need to change the title. The title's fine. I didn't fail. Wait, did I pass? I didn't pass. I cleared it, though. That's amazing. I just barely cleared it. No Logic's a cute one too. Saw your recommended page, and I was like, he could be my brother. We got the same hair. Ooh, you also got the split hair. It's a good choice. Well, welcome in. Clearly, it means you have very good taste. Well, thank you. Hi, my name is Sun, your local fox boy. Shapeshifter extraordinaire, local Miku appreciator. Wow! I ranked up. I'm 2 now. I don't know what that means. I already have everything unlocked. I also... It says song specific, but she didn't have an outfit on this. Does this mean she doesn't have like a set outfit for this song? Shared set. No, I'm wondering for that one. No shape-shifting redeems at the moment? Not for now, but I guess if you really want me to shapeshift into something. It's definitely not because I forgot to put it back on. I need to resort this, hold on. I could do 5, okay. How about Meatball? I could do Meatball. I found you because I was forced here against my will at some point. Now I just stay here pretty much and chill. Also racking up my lurking debt. I really appreciate it. And there's definitely nothing keeping you here, but you know, if you stay and lurk, you know, I can't complain about that. There's so many songs. Where is... Do we have... I can't remember the title of songs. Oops, I'm just gonna have to go through every single one of them now. Until I remember. Oh, this one. It's too hard for me? I haven't cleared it. You sure? Hold on, let me take off actually I'll hold on to this one. I'll take this one off. Turn into a little meatball. Haha. And then cover up the score, obviously, so you can't see if I'm doing bad or not. That's the ultimate strategy. You know, let's go for it. I can do level 5 difficulty. Level 6 is like a little bit too difficult for me, which means you get to hear me click too many times on my keyboard. I'm gonna go back to my lurking hole, stream elements, add more points to my lurking tab. Thank you for the lurk, Booper Duper. No fail mode. Actually, yes, fail mode. This is my favorite music. I like the 3D music video. The 2D music videos, like the original music videos, are different, but same flavor. I know this is a hard song though. Keyboard. This is my first time playing on the new keyboard first. I'm just remembering. I don't remember what key for that one is. Oh no. I don't remember what that key is. That's a lot of this song, too. What key? Is it WQ? Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh no, that's hard to do. It is Q and E though. Hi, hi. Oh yeah, press button. This is a press button simulator. Huh. Ah, I just didn't make it. Just barely. I missed too many. I love how the leak is still in your head even though you're in a different form. Of course! It's so much cute like this. I'm bouncing it. New record still, but I didn't pass. I did a better clear than the other one, but I didn't get enough. That's fine. We're here mostly just to vibe. We're not here because I'm the most amazing rhythm gamer in the world. Ah! Wow. You trying to get me with that oatmeal? Just barely. You're like a half a second. I don't have an outfit for Black Rock Shooter? Huh? Oh, they added the other version. I don't remember if these were here before. The scan said something went wrong and messed up the timing. Ah, oh no. It was probably because Booper Duper redeemed it. Oh, this is alphabetical again. Hydrate. I can do that. Thank you, Splooge. Let's see, 4 might be too easy, but let's see. I don't think I've ever played this one on this version. It's what I do. Redeemed at the same time then? Probably. There's a little bit of a cooldown, so that's probably it. I also haven't listened to this song in ages. Ah, wrong button. Oh, too many buttons. The biggest thing is the game is calling out when I overpress the buttons because you can hear the beat, like the little chime. So when my trigger finger goes wild, like you can hear this. Aside from the fact that the mic might be picking up my actual key presses too. Ah. Passed it. I did really good for passing it. I've never had the opportunity to learn how to dance. This is making me want to. I love songs that kind of make you want to get up and dance to them. And some of these Vocaloid songs do have like choreography that people practice with them, and I think it's really cool. And I used to know some of the dances. Gotta get those fancy controllers where you shorten the trigger press by like a button. They have... So this game was originally an arcade game. So there is a specific controller where it's like the 4 buttons, which is like... It's actually like X, triangle, square, circle. And then the slide button is actually a thing that you slide your hand across. That'd be really cool, but I can't... I'm not someone who easily correlates, like... the symbols to directions. Unless it's like DDR, where it's literally something really ingrained. And also, the keys don't fly everywhere randomly. So it would be that I would have like my pinky on one, my thumb on the other, and then my other hand would be thumb and pinky on the other 2 giant buttons. Full body tracking sun dancing stream when? If you guys fund me full body tracking, I will make myself a 3D model to just start learning Vocaloid dances too. I'll do it. Let's go. Can I make our song request? Go ahead, Catbag. I can't promise that I know all of the songs in here, but I'll try it. You joke, but there are people that want to see that. I just don't have the technology for it. Does this game have... This is the Happiness and Peace of Mind Committee? Let's check. Hold on, how do I... Nope, this button. It would be under T. Yeah, all the thes are here. There's so many songs that begin with T. How much is a Vive and 3 tracking pucks nowadays? I don't know. It would depend on which model I get, I suppose. Ah! No, normal. This. Oh! I don't know the song very well, but I'll try it. This is 5. I should be able to do it. Also, customize. This doesn't have like an outfit for it, I guess. Which I have to show you guys, who weren't here last time, the different modules there are. How do I go back? Back? These are all the different outfits I could put Miku in for this music video. I don't know which one goes with this one. This looks new. I'm gonna hold down the button? Or can I hit random? No, the random would be for the characters. I'm gonna hold down the button, and then the first moment I see someone in chat say stop, I'm gonna stop, and then we choose that. Alright? Go. There's also a lot of outfits, so we can wait for a while. Stop. Oh, this is actually a really cute outfit. This is from Ribbon Girl. Escape. Puyo Puyo. That's the Miku Dayo. There's so many accessories that they just let you tack on, and it's the funniest thing. Because in the arcade style of the game, you would actually slowly unlock these, and it was one of those games that had like an ID that you could scan in with, and so you can keep your accessories as you go across different arcades when you logged in. I'm a beginner. Please forgive me. I'm back. There's a cat. We can't see him, but he's there. All right. All right. This is now the music video for this. Yeah, I don't know the song, so we'll see. If there's an arcade near me where I could save my progress, I go. There's a lot of games that do that. I wish I had one where I could do that. You could sign in and then save your progress. It would like print out a card for you. Oh, the leg is twitching. I'm not looking at the notes. I'm just looking at the Miku on her head. Oh my god. Oh, the poor cat on our back. Oh. It is a cat bag, I guess. I do want one of those shoulder bags or backpacks that look like a plush toy animal. What are those, like, dice appear? Just like shape. Not bad, not bad. I missed a few, but that's okay. That's not bad. Clap. I wish I had a clap emote in here. I should have one for Better Twitch TV. Okay, but imagine getting oatmeal backpacks made. That's a possibility. A little, you know, like Naruto, how he has like the froggy purse? That, but it's oatmeal, and I carry all your money. Oatmeal is already like backpack shaped. What about like a drawstring bag? The Miku mouth bag. This is good stuff. Oh, I love Honeyworks. Honeyworks is like a really cute one. I don't know if they have any other Honeyworks songs in this game specifically, but they've done a couple of anime openings that you might have heard before, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe my tastes are very niche. But they have like the Love Committee series that are really cute. And they use Vocaloids for their vocals. But if you ever listen to like the recent Magic Kaido 1412 opening, that's by Honeyworks. Their music videos are also really good. That's how I scroll through them. I forget the controls in the menu every 2 seconds. Ooh. Oh, I did the difficult version before. Two singers. Change vocals. I can change who the singer is, but I would have to change characters. Can I not change the characters? Can I not change the characters? I cannot change the characters. Sure. A backpack of the choker at the bottom left sleeve. The chonker, oh! That'd be cute. This is one of my favorite songs. The tough part about Vocaloid rhythm games is you have to know the melody of the lyrics. As well as like instrumental. Huh. I passed. I passed. Ooh, 83 is not bad. G for great. The scoring system is this is C for clear, G for great, and E for excellent, I think. I don't know. I've never got an E. E is for everything is fine. Here, I have a gold coin. The aftermath heavy breathing. I definitely hold my breath during like intense parts of the song. Dang. I'm being called out. All of them. These are just my favorites. When did I favorite Roki? I love Roki. Hold on. I said a 7. Can I customize this? I don't think they have outfits. It's like coming up for air, honestly. That's how I am for a lot of intense games that take a lot of focus. Oh, I don't have... It says like the default outfit is recommended, but I want to give them little rock and roll outfits. There's too much customization that can go into this game. Oh, I like her long hair. Where's the t-shirt that I made? Yeah. Oh, it's like tied up. That's actually really cute. This is official Sun merch, as you can see. Wait, oh, I can zoom in. I didn't know that she tied up her shirt. That's actually really cute. Okay, she'll wear that. And then Len. What is this? Oh, wait, I've replaced the module. Okay, okay, I see, I understand. That's for that. I have to change here. Module. That's kind of cool, I guess. How about hairstyles? Obviously, we give her the little fox ears. There's like a nine-tailed fox thing, right? Yeah. They're all wiggly. There. That's how it works, right? I'm gonna be so bad at this. It said a 7. The highest difficulty I could usually take is like a 5. Oh. Oh. Oh, 4 holds are hard. There's too many buttons. I'm just making myself and Miku. I'm going to dance with Miku no matter what. I miss so many. That's fine. I got 10 VP points. I don't know what VP points are. Vocaloid points? Oh, that's so hard. I feel like 4.5's okay. Doki doki do. Six. I could do a 6. I know this song well. Oh, that's right. I put her in the Sonic outfit last time. This is fine. This is fine, right? This is okay. It's very... The song is very, like, deep and star-crossed lovers type. It's supposed to be like a very like sensual song, so it keeps zooming in on her like behind, but that's where the tail on the sweatpants are. I'm not gonna pass this. Did I just pass? Did I just bring my score up to passing? Oh my god! I saw it go from red to green in like the last second. I wasn't expecting her with the... Somehow, Miku looks more hot. That's one of the outfits. Sonic is just in the game because it's Sega. Let's see. Can I customize this? Ah, yes, my weekly doses of Sunblessed Laugh. I wonder... The Rin definitely won't have it, but I'm wondering if there's like a Sonic accessory. There's Puyo Puyo, right? There's Miku Dayo. You can have different, ahoges. Some birds. Cat ears. None. Okay, face. You can have this. Just for whatever reason you could possibly want. If you want to combine it. Eye patches, sleeping masks. Chest. I don't think I remember seeing anything in the chest section. Back, we didn't explore. Backpack? Jetpack? Rabbit tails? Hatsune Miku? Whatever this thing is. I want this game so much, I gotta rob a bank. It's on a lot of platforms. This is a Project Diva, specifically. Can you imagine singing a song for thousands of fans with an eye mask on? I'd have a panic attack. What? You don't like Larval Rin? There, look. She's with us now. Oh wait, it replaced her hat. No, I want the little chef hat. There we go. We should be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Like, the Vocaloid franchise is very... self-aware of its memes. Like, it knows what the fans want. This game's only on Steam, this one, but it's also on Switch, this edition of the game. Because I got the Switch version, and I was like, oh, I can't play it on stream because of, like, the lag between the Switch and my screen. And then it came out on Switch, so I got both. Are you enjoying the glimpses of Larval Rin when she turns around? I'm sending Morse code in between. Yeah, that's a secret. Damn it. I shouldn't be looking at the music video. But it's like catching my peripheral. arrows, cardio did. I wish to die. Hi, Jeff. Not super helpful when the arrows camouflage into the background sometimes. This is the way it is. There are actually... That's actually one of the difficult things, is like the music video is a little bit distracting and it takes away from, I guess, viewing the arrows, which is why you could change sort of like the shape and the colors of the arrows sometimes to help. Len and Ren have very cute songs. I like the twins. They have some of my favorites. Definitely. I love Electric Angel. Do they have the edition where... Change video? Oh, I can play like the music video? Oh, that's kind of cool. What is this? This album picture. Yeah, some of these definitely got updated because I have the like the deluxe edition. Well, I guess the plus is the deluxe edition. It comes with everything. Is there an OOUEEOO song? I don't know. I don't know if I can search by producer. Ibikase is really good. Ibana. Oh, Hello Planet. That's the one. That's another sad one that I. I can't play this one because I think it's too sad. It's because of the music video. Oh god, a 7.5. What is the? Oh gosh. I do like this one. Lilia in the Skeleton Orchestra. Is there no- wait, there's no song-specific outfit for her? They don't have her dress in this one? No. They have like every Snow Miku in here, but they don't have her Lilia dress? Look at all the Snow Mikus. They do! Why isn't she wearing this? That's so weird. Why was she not wearing her Lilia dress? There we go. I was like, I swear that there is one programmed in the other games. Why don't they have it in the deluxe version? Oh, I see. Normal mode doesn't make me do this part. I missed one! Ah! I like the little skeletons in the back, though. Oh gosh. The VOD doesn't have the music. Not because, like, there's really no fear of any copyright strikes, but, like, the system's still gonna detect it as a song anyway, and I don't want any trouble with that. So there's not gonna be any music. So the VOD's just gonna be like other background music that I have. And my clicks in utter silence while I don't talk during these parts. And really, we're just watching Vocaloid music videos. I was supposed to hold that? Oh, so close to the G. The G! That wasn't bad, though. Give me points. That's fine. I could probably do 1 or 2 more songs. I just remember that the song I was looking for, if they had, was Hello, How Are You? But it doesn't seem like they have it. I never realized that this song is just titled All Miku Miku for You. The other song that makes me cry every time, Kokoro. I need to listen to more of these songs so I can play them here. I unlocked the extreme of this one? I don't think I have any other songs in extreme. What songs do I have in extreme? 4 songs. This is the easiest of the 4 songs. You know what? Yeah. If I fail, I fail. And it's very likely that I'll fail. Oh, that was cool. It was like the piano. I'm already failing. My score. Huh. It feels like I'm playing with the piano. Oh. Ah! The double key presses are so hard. I did better than I thought. I really recovered in the middle there. Dang, I was so close to the end too. There's like only like one more chorus left. Oh! Extreme's a little bit too hard for me. Let's go back to this. Which way was I scrolling? This way? Oh. Wait, did I scroll up? Oh, this is all of them. Huh. I'm sorry, did I change this? Because I'm looking at the song specific. Did I play with this before? I guess so. No, I like Snow Miku. Does she have the snowboard on her? That's fine. Let's change the Luca model to something Twitch safe. This is what's recommended? Huh. You know, the cheerleading outfit is very good. Oh, which? Oh, the heart is replacing the hat. Is she dressed like Rin? Accessory, right? Oh. Perfect. Just a casual Wednesday evening. Oh my god, her pigtails. A romance song, really spicy romance song. You can still see the head move slightly with like the intonations. The cat! Oh! She had the cat back accessory. Oh. I should have done this sooner. Oh. Oh, they're gonna kiss. They're clipping. merging. They're turning into one snowman. I just passed. Oh. Yay! That's exactly as the original music video went. I remember. Melt. Oh wait, can I sort it so... Okay, I can't. I was wondering if there was one where I could sort by, how many Vocaloids there are. Tambourines and victory! I did intentionally choose this chime sound so that it wasn't too jarring to hear when I pressed it. Because there are some that are like, bah! And I'm like, I don't like that. Let me pick like a cuter sound. TikTok. Hi, Spook. I was thinking we could probably fit in... Oh, I love Snowman. Can I give him a silly outfit for this one? Why isn't he just in his outfit? Ah, hydrate. He definitely has a suggested outfit for this one. Ninja. I don't know, this outfit a lot of the Vocaloids have that like totally changes their color palette. And I don't know what it's from. Okay, this is... Should I? Should I have him put on the goggles? It's gonna be snowy. Oh, look at this one. Fish overalls. The goggles stay on during romance. This is actually a song about a snowman that helps out a little kid make friends so that his mom won't be upset with him. And so the snowman goes, yeah, I'll help you. So then like make a lot of friends, study in school, so that the kid's mom won't like abandon him. And in fact, she does die at the end of winter along with the snowman. It's a very sad song. What is this fish overalls from? He has a pajama. Diva. Oh, the fishtail moves. It's very tragic, absolutely. It's also a very catchy song. I like the dance he does in this. If I choose this though, I can't give him like a hat or anything. Can I? I just saw extra characters. Do they have other characters? Oh, they do have them. I forgot. They have Tero and Neru. And obviously, this because he's a snowman. Oh god, the hood. Actually, yeah. Then if I change the module. Oh, this one he has a scarf though. Yeah, that's fine. How about back accessories? What can we smack on him? Cat? This is the first time we could see the cat. He does do a lot of turns with this. So you know what? That's fine. I don't think I've done it on this difficulty before. Oh, there's also a Len version. Can I switch to Len? We'll finish off on this way. The cat is hanging on for dear life. Oh god, the claws on bare skin. I didn't consider that. This is peak performance. You may not like it. Oh, you can see in this lighting, you can really see his defined features. His abs. And then nothing else. No belly button. But it also means he's Twitch TOS safe. The kick. Dance solo. Oh, he's not wearing shoes this whole time. How did I not notice? That was it. That was peak performance at its finest. I ranked up. I don't know what that means. I guess usually... So the VP I would typically use to purchase the accessories, but I already have them unlocked, so I don't know what I'm collecting and ranking up for. Hold on. Online store? Gallery? Theater mode. Oh, theater mode is just for the openings of the music of the game. Ranking. World ranking? I have one playlist with 2 songs I don't listen to. Unless there's any requests, I think that's not a bad place to end off. Unshrimp. Unshrimp. Ah. Oh, oh. I almost slipped off the chair. Oh, if I click out of this, it's not gonna play anything. Where's my thing where I was? Ah, here we go. Rookie. Sure, the cover. Hope you guys had fun, just kind of vibing as you watched me be really mediocre at not Project Sakai. I'll be playing that tonight though. Project Diva. Whew. Let's see, did I remember to turn off the volume? I didn't. Let's see. What's on the menu? We have I believe God be streaming tomorrow. I'll be taking a break tomorrow. I'll probably be in chat though. And then Friday I'll be streaming something. I don't know. Anything you guys want to see? Maybe I'll do more art. Maybe I'll do what I was going to draw today, which is Final Fantasy XIV characters. Let's see. There's a couple people on tonight. A couple of our friends are on. So I'm going to redirect us today to Moon, because she's watching TikToks with Steez. I want to annoy them. Just because they're also vibing. And I think it's also like a chill vibe. I'm gonna go say hi to Moon. With the raid message of happy birthday, Miku. If you could type your best and maybe just a good attempt at spelling happy birthday, Miku, the best you can. Type that out so you have it ready, and then we'll go say hi to them. But thank you so much, guys, for just kind of hanging out, as always. And I'll see you guys around. Great. I'll send that out. Happy birthday, Miku. You cannot use the beans because those are channel-only follower emotes. But if you have like a little Dorito chip, I think that would work perfectly fine. It's okay, it's easy to forget because they're kind of like blended in with the others with no indicators. But thank you guys, I'll see you around. Have a good night. Rest up and have sweet dreams of Hatsune Miku. Okay, bye!